I'm here. I'm closer than close. I'm here.
Here again to the profit chain of relationship marketing. If you see the whole chain, you see the link that all is imbricked. So the more you create value, the more you create satisfaction, but you can measure it individually for the customer lifetime value. So you can, in other words, when you're doing an advertisement, an individualized advertisement, if you're increasing your service performance for a client, if you're increasing the relationship performance, you can measure it on the output here. You can see the customer lifetime value increase through lifetime duration increase, through purchase intensity increase. You can see it direct. And you can see it on the aggregated base through customer equity. You can see that when doing it for all customers, when improving service quality, when improving relationship quality, when improving product quality, you can measure, you can see it, that your customer equity increases. Because if CLV increases individually, you can also observe it on the aggregated level. And today, marketing and service performance can be measured. In contrast to former times where we did unpersonalized advertisement and we couldn't really measure the impact. Today we can, because you can see at every step of the value creation you can see the impact. And you can see also what is important, that there are two important concepts which, if they don't exist, you won't achieve loyalty and you won't achieve engagement, you won't achieve customer lifetime value, and you won't increase customer equity. So the real challenge is to create individualized, personalized value, which you can measure on the individual level and which you can measure on the aggregate level. And to come there, you need all concepts are important, but two concepts are crucially important: satisfaction, which is already reality because firms are doing satisfaction parameters, but trust is not the reality because firms are not really doing and focusing on trust. And which brings me to another concept we talked about, well-being. We could even include here, perhaps somewhere here, the literature is not clear about that. Well-being, we did it for our technology acceptance study. Well-being is a new concept which can be integrated. They could even measure a well-being barometer. Does our marketing, does our service offer create well-being or not? And how well-being in turn impacts indicators such as loyalty, because here behind that there are indicators. Sorry, it's a little bit quick. There are indicators because loyalty you can then measure on the individual level if this increases frequency, if this increases amounts, purchase amounts, and so on. And so, what is important today that firms have to think long-term orientated because trust has to be created on the long term. And customer lifetime value is a long-term oriented concept. It does not focus on the short term. It focuses on the long term, on the duration, customer lifetime duration. It focuses on the long term, how brands are able to enroll brands, to engage brands, to make them loyal. And then you can see it on the long term with a customer lifetime value. And you can put models, econometrical models, in which you actually introduce all these variables as antecedents and mediating variables, and you have your dependent variables, still you can measure it. It is feasible. It is not easy, because you need a lot of data mining competences. You need data science. You need computer specialists. You need data warehouse. But the technology is there. The technology is mature. The technology is ready. The technology is affordable. So it is possible. The only thing what is actually the obstacle is the human mentality or the manager's mentality, because a lot of firms are not really aware about this potential. The young firms, yes, because if you see Facebook, they are aware of the potential. But again, I don't want to glorify Facebook, because if you look to trust, they will have a problem in the future, because nobody trusts Facebook. So the crucial element is trust. So they're doing well at the moment, but as they're destroying trust, and not only Facebook. Actually, all these big actors collecting data. They will have a big problem in a couple of years, because when customers don't trust them, when piracies happen, it's impressive the number of data breachings in the last year. For example, the biggest one, nobody heard about that, was Marriott Hotel. Pirates stole 30 millions of data sets, or customer data sets, with information about the passwords, which means that the pirate can use this passport information to create passports and falsify passports. And so these are scandals nobody talks. It's not only Facebook, it's actually everywhere. Every firm is concerned with a data breach. This is the last part of our course, where we talk about ethical issues. What is important to understand that this data is really useful. You need data science competences, you need digital marketing or social media marketing competence. This is what I mean. So you need to use this individualized social media to make individualized measurable marketing. And you need to understand the relationship marketing tools in order to create value for the customers. To summarize, so we have seen the relationship marketing paradigm. Customer relationship management is actually, nobody talks about relationship marketing unless academia. Customer relationship management is actually only the appropriation of the philosophy of relationship marketing enhanced with technologies. So it means that you collect data, so you're doing database marketing. It means that you identify the data or they analyze the data in order to segment them according to customer lifetime value, and in order to identify key customers meriting relationship marketing. You have to identify tiers, ivory, silver, gold, and platinum tiers, to which you orientate differentiated resources of marketing. You decide to develop strong relationships with platinum or top customers, and you decide to create loose relationships with better customers, or even to abandon customers which are not valid. You fine-tune segmentation strategies to do personalization according to the information you have in the database. You might automatize the relationship with bad customers, which cost more than they bring revenues. And you might decide, so you automatize by chatbots or by self-management on platforms, and you develop strong relationships with human service providers with customers having high potential or high customer lifetime value. And so you decide, according to the value, according to the tier, the customer tier, to which segment you orientate more resources than to other customers. And finally, you decide how to personalize which products are or which services are the most valued by customer in order to do personalization of the relationship. And so you see, nobody talks about trust. This is the definition coming from consultants. Some consultants are actually completely perverting the relationship marketing paradigm, because nobody talks about trust or well-being. It's only taking the advantages of database management in order to cut costs for better customers, or to even automatize the relationship for all customers. Because now you have even some brands who completely automatize the relationship for all types of customers, not only the bad customers. So unfortunately, a lot of consultants took over the principles of relationship marketing, not all, in order with the only idea to do cost cutting, which is not the philosophy of relationship marketing. Because the philosophy of relationship marketing, I repeat myself, is to create trust, to create satisfaction, and perhaps to create also consumer well-being.
I'm here. I'm closer than close. I'm here. I'm here. I'm closer than close. I'm here. I'm closer than close. I'm here. I'm here. I'm closer than close.